good. So Kristen Ryder Beatty wanted to know, she says, I have a company name registered with the state that I haven't paid in years. Can or should I renew it or just start over with a new name? And then Deb Bollinger commented and said she had a similar question. Her old LLC has racked up some delinquent fines and things like that. So you guys both want to know, I think, whether you should file a new company or continue with the existing.
I think that's always, there's a fine line about whether you start a new business and leave everything else behind or whether you pick up where you left off. And one thing that you need to understand, and this is pretty consistent among all states, and really you need to double check what state you're in and double check your local laws about what it means if you have a company that is in fact delinquent and you are moving forward with it. In most instances, if your company is delinquent with the Secretary of State and you haven't paid your local dues, you haven't paid your annual dues, really what that means is your company is not going to be able to bring or defend a lawsuit in that jurisdiction. One of the requirements of being able to have the benefits of the entity protection is to make sure that you have your dues paid up and everything is up to speed. If you don't, then if somebody sues you, you might lose your corporate protection. If you don't keep up with your books, you might lose your corporate protection. Leaving it behind could certainly expose you in some circumstances. Now, if you have many months or many years and the old entity is gone and gone, you might want to dissolve it. I wouldn't keep it out there as just valid but delinquent. At some point in time, the Secretary of State's office is going to declare you invalid anyway and dissolve you administratively on its own, and you're going to have to start a new one. But if you ever want to bring up that name again, you're going to be responsible for paying all the delinquent report filings and everything like that if you want to utilize the benefit of that. So I think the best answer to your question here is sit down with somebody, figure out what your goals are, where you want to move your entity to, where you want to move your business. Oh, that's always good. She's running late to our meeting. So you need to sort of think and decide, where do I want my business to go? Is this a name that I have created a unique brand with? Have I created a brand for myself in those circumstances? So I want to bring that name along with me. If it's synonymous with you and it's important to you, well then, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and bring that up. Bring it, take it out of delinquent status and bring it valid. So I really think it comes down to a case-by-case basis, and you need to sort of look and decide what's best for you. There's no harm in shutting it down and starting a new business, but then you're starting from scratch, and you're going to do that. So I really think it's sort of a business decision. From a legal standpoint, you can't bring a lawsuit, you can't defend a lawsuit if you are delinquent with your state. But again, check your local state laws related to that.